close your eyes now and let your body go completely loose. Take a deep, slow breath and feel the world around you growing quiet. Tonight, we are leaving the noisy world above behind and traveling to a place of perfect silence. Imagine you are standing on the shore of a beautiful, calm ocean at night. The full moon is shining above, casting a silver path across the water. The air is gentle, and the sound of the waves she's calling to you. You walk slowly towards the water. It is not cold. It is the exact temperature of your body, warm and comforting. You step in, first to your ankles, then your knees. The water supports you, taking away your weight. And then magic happens. You do not drown. You become part of the water. You can breathe here. You sink slowly beneath the surface, drifting down like a feather. It is so clear down here. The water is a deep, cooling blue. There is no noise, only a deep, sweet silence. You see tiny fish glowing like diamonds swimming past you. You float deeper and deeper, feeling the heaviness of the day left far above on the surface. Down here, there is only you and the peace of the ocean. In the distance, you see a soft, glowing light. It is not sunlight, but a pearlescent white glow coming from the ocean floor. You drift towards it and discover a magnificent palace made entirely of white and pink coral. It has no doors, only tall arches that sway gently with the current. This is the sanctuary of the Princess of the Deep Blue, the guardian of sleep. Two golden seahorses bow as you enter, welcoming you inside. Inside the palace, the floor is made of soft velvet like white sand. The walls are lined with glowing pearls that light the room with a dim, restful glow. In the center of the great hall, on a throne made of a giant seashell, the princess is sleeping. Her hair floats around her like silk threads in the water. She wears a dress made of the water itself. She is so peaceful, so still, that just looking at her makes your own eyelids feel heavy. At the foot of her shell throne, there is a perfect spot in the soft sand, waiting for you. You lie down. The sand shapes itself around your back, cradling you. You look up and see the water shimmering far above, but you are safe here in the deep. The princess's quiet presence reminds you that there is nothing to fear, only rest. And as you lie there, you notice a gentle current flowing through the palace. It feels like a soft massage against your skin. This current carries a magical energy from the princess. It washes over your feet, relaxing your toes. It flows over your legs, making them feel heavy and loose. It wraps around your tired back, dissolving every knot of tension. You are being held by the ocean. Tiny bubbles of light float up from the sand around you. Each bubble represents a thought you don't need anymore. You watch them float up, bloop, drifting away towards the surface, leaving your mind empty and clear. The silence of the palace is not empty. It is a heavy, comforting blanket. You feel a deep connection to this water. You realize that you are safe to let go completely. The princess does not wake up, but in her sleep, she sends a wave of calm towards you. It feels like a warm embrace. Your breathing slows down to match the slow rhythm of the ocean. In and out, like detective. You are no longer a visitor. You belong here. You are a child of the deep blue. The weight of the water presses gently against you, keeping you still, keeping you grounded. Your eyes are too heavy to open. The pearly light of the palace is dimming now, fading into a soft, cozy darkness. You are drifting on a raft of sand, floating in a sea of peace. There is nothing left to do. There is nowhere else to be. You are safe. You are loved. You are asleep. As you lie there in the cradle of the white sand, the stillness of the palace begins to seep into your very bones. You are so comfortable that you lose track of where your body ends and the water begins. The sand beneath you is not just soft, it is warm, radiating a gentle heat that relaxes the muscles in your lower back, your shoulders, and your neck. You feel a profound sense of protection here, watched over by the sleeping princess and the silent, golden seahorses. Slowly, your gaze lifts upward towards the high, arched ceiling of the coral palace. Through the open roof, you can see the dark, velvet blue of the ocean water stretching up for miles. But something magical begins to happen. A school of large, moon jellyfish drifts slowly into view, floating right above you. They are not scary. They are beautiful, translucent creatures that glow with a soft, bioluminescent, light faint purples, neon blues, and pale pinks. They move with a rhythm that is perfect for sleep. Pulse and drift. Pulse and drift. And drift, you watch them dancing in slow motion. Their long, delicate tendrils trail behind them like silk ribbons brushing against the water. Watching them hypnotizes you. Your eyes follow one specific jellyfish as it pulses slowly, expanding and contracting, expanding and contracting. You realize that your breath is naturally synchronizing with its movement. You are breathing with the rhythm of the sea creatures. It is the most natural feeling in the world. The water around you feels thicker now, more like a heavy, comforting blanket than liquid. It presses against your skin with a gentle weight, hugging you, holding you together. This pressure signals your nervous system to shut down completely. There is no need to be alert. There is no need to watch the door. In this deep kingdom, there are no storms. The weather is always calm. The temperature is always perfect. Now, listen closely to the silence. Beneath the silence, there is a sound. It is berilu, a deep, resonant vibration that you feel in your chest more than you hear with your ears. Thrum thrum. It is the heartbeat of the ocean. It is the sound of the earth turning. This sound wraps around your mind, blocking out any stray thoughts. It vibrates through the water, massaging your temples, smoothing out your forehead. It acts like a lullaby that has been sung for millions of years. As you continue to rest, imagine that the water is gently dissolving the concept of time. Up on the surface, time moves fast. There are clocks, schedules, and deadlines. But Don Ere, in the deep blue, time does not exist. A minute could be an hour could be a century. You are suspended in an eternal now. You feel ancient and young at the same time. You feel connected to the sand, to the coral, to the water. You are just another peaceful element of the ocean floor. The glow from the pearl walls begins to soften even more, dimming until the room is filled with a rich, indigo twilight. This is the color of deep sleep. It is a heavy color, a thick color. It fills your eyes, calming the optic nerve. You feel a pleasant heaviness settling into your limbs. Your arms feel like they are made of lead, sinking deeper into the sand. Your legs feel anchored. Even your eyelids feel too heavy to lift. If you wanted to move, you could, but you simply don't want to. The stillness is too delicious. A small, gentle current swirls around your face, brushing your cheek like a soft hand. It whispers to you that it is time to let go of everything. It is time to drift into the dreamless caverns of the mind. The sleeping princess on her shell throne remains motionless, a statue of perfect peace anchoring the energy of the room. You are sharing her dream now. You are sharing her serenity, drifting deeper, floating in the velvet sand. The bubbles of thought have all gone. The jellyfish are drifting. The heart of the ocean is beating, and you are sinking slowly, safely, into the deepest, softest sleep you have ever known. As you rest there in the safety of the coral palace, a strange and wonderful sensation begins to wash over you. It feels as though your physical body is so heavy, so relaxed, and so deeply asleep in the sand that your spirit becomes light enough to float. Imagine that a part of you, your awareness, your inner light gently lifts up from the sand, leaving all heaviness behind. You float slowly out through one of the high-arched windows of the palace, drifting out into the vast, open sanctuary of the deep ocean. You are now a voyager of the Midnight Zone, exploring the quietest place on planet Earth. The water here is different. It is a shade of blue so dark it is almost black, but it is not a scary darkness. It is a velvet darkness, soft and thick, like a heavy quilt pulled up over your head on a cold winter night. You are not cold, though you feel a warm, tingling sensation of comfort wrapping around you. You realize that you can see in the dark here. The ocean floor is not empty. It is filled with a secret, glowing garden that no human eyes have ever seen before. You drift over a field of sleep flowers. These are giant sea anemones that glow with a soft, milky light. They sway gently in the current, back and forth, back and forth. Swish and sway, swish and sway. Watching them makes your mind feel hypnotic. Every time they sway to the left, you let go of a worry. Every time they sway to the right, you absorb peace. They are brushing against the water, cleaning the energy of the ocean, creating a pure atmosphere for you to rest in. As you float past this glowing garden, you see something magnificent emerging from the deep blue shadows. It is a pod of ancient whales. These are the guardians of the deep, the oldest souls in the ocean. They are massive, yet they move with such grace that they do not disturb a single grain of sand. They are swimming in slow motion, gliding through the water like clouds moving across the sky. You float alongside them. You feel tiny but protected. One of the whales opens its mouth and releases a sound. It is not a loud noise. It is a low, vibrating hum that ripples through the water. Hum. You feel this sound passing through your body. It is a healing frequency. It vibrates in your chest, loosening any tightness in your heart. It vibrates in your stomach, releasing any knots of anxiety. It travels down to your toes, vibrating the bones, signaling to your entire system that it is time to shut down. The whale song is a lullaby that speaks directly to your nervous system. You drift with the whales for what feels like hours. There is no destination. There is no rush. You are simply existing in the flow. The water supports you completely. You realize that you don't need to hold any muscles tight. You don't need to hold your neck up. You don't need to clench your jaw. The ocean is holding you. You are weightless. You are liquid. You are free. Slowly, the current guides you away from the whales and towards a hidden cave made of smooth crystal rock. This is the Cave of Dreams. Inside, the walls are lined with thousands of tiny crystals that reflect the bioluminescent light of the ocean. The light here is dim and purple, the color of the deepest twilight. In the center of this cave, there is a bed made of the softest sea spice. It looks more comfortable than any bed on land. You drift down and settle into this softness. As soon as you touch this bed, a wave of ultimate relaxation crashes over you. It starts at the top of your head, a warm, heavy feeling that flows down over your eyes, sealing them shut. It flows down your cheeks, relaxing your mouth. It flows down your neck, your shoulders, your arms, making them feel like they have turned into water. It flows down your spine, your hips, your legs, all the way to the tips of your toes. You are no longer a solid person. You are just a peaceful consciousness floating in the dark. The silence in this cave is absolute. It is a thick, cotton-like silence. It absorbs every thought before it can even form. If a thought tries to come, it just dissolves into bubbles and floats away. You are empty. You are still. You are safe. The ocean above you is miles deep, a heavy blanket of protection keeping the noisy world far, far away. You are deep in the trench of sleep now. There is nothing left to see. There is nothing left to hear. There is only the feeling of sinking deeper into the mattress of the sea, sinking deeper into the darkness behind your eyes, sinking deeper into the dream. Down, 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 into the deep blue, into the deep peace, into the deep sleep. Lying there in the soft embrace of the crystal cave, you have reached a level of stillness that few people ever experience. The water here is not just around you. It feels as if it is passing through you, washing away the very last shadows of the waking world. You are no longer holding on to any shape or form. You are simply a peaceful presence, a drift of energy resting on the ocean floor. As you stay in this deep quiet, you begin to feel a gentle, rhythmic vibration rising up from the sand beneath you. It is the hum of the earth itself. It is a slow, steady pulse thump. Thump, thump like a giant heart beating miles below the crust of the planet. This vibration travels into your spine, loosening the muscles in your lower back, your hips, and your legs. It travels up into your neck, melting away the stiffness. It feels like a warm massage from the inside out. You surrender to this rhythm. You let the earth carry you. You realize that you do not have to hold yourself up anymore. The planet is holding you. The faint purple light of the cave begins to dim even further, turning into a rich, velvety black. But this is not an empty blackness. It is the womb of the ocean. It is a darkness that feels incredibly safe, warm, and thick. It covers you like a heavy, weighted blanket. You feel hidden here. No noise from the surface can find you. No demands can reach you. No worries can survive this pressure. They are crushed instantly by the weight of the water, leaving you light and free. Imagine now that you are slowly sinking even deeper, passing through the soft sea sponges of the bed, passing through the sand itself. You are merging with the ocean floor. You feel heavy, like a smooth round stone that has been resting in the same spot for 1,000 years. A stone does not worry about tomorrow. A stone does not regret yesterday. A stone simply is. It rests. It waits. It exists in perfect peace. You are that stone now. Solid, heavy, immovable. In this state of ancient sleep, your breathing becomes so shallow and so slow that it is almost invisible. You are sipping the air like a delicate nectar. In pause, out, pause. The pauses between your breaths are getting longer. In those pauses, there is a profound silence. That silence is where the deepest sleep lives. You are resting in the gap between the breaths. A school of tiny, bioluminescent plankton drifts past your face like microscopic stars in this underwater galaxy. They twinkle once, twice, and then fade. Following their light, your mind drifts further away from reality. You are no longer thinking in words or sentences. You are thinking in colors, in feelings, in waves. The logic of the day is gone. The dream logic has taken over. You feel a profound sense of gratitude for this body that carries you through life, and now you give it the ultimate gift. The gift of zero movement. Your fingers are curled and still. Your toes are numb with relaxation. Your jaw is unhinged and loose. Your forehead is smooth as a pearl. You are a masterpiece of relaxation. The water seems to whisper to you now, a hush that sounds like sheep. Ese, ache, ache, ache. Ache, it is the sound of the tides, the sound of the blood in your veins, the sound of the universe sleeping. This sound wraps around your mind, sealing the exits. There is no way back to the surface tonight. There is only down, there is only here. You are drifting into the final chamber of rest. It is a place of absolute zero. Zero noise. Zero light. Zero stress. Just you and the deep, warm, eternal blue. Drifting, sinking, stone, sleep. From the deep stillness of the crystal cave, the current gently lifts you once more, carrying you out of the cave and into a new, wondrous landscape. The whispering coral forest. The water here is clearer than crystal, and the silence is so profound that it feels like a soft pressure against your ears. You are floating through a forest of giant, fan-shaped corals that stretch up like trees towards the distant surface. These fans are a soft, dusty, pink color, and they are covered in millions of tiny, feathery polyps that wave in the water. Wave and rest. Wave and rest. As you drift past them, you can hear a faint sound, like the rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. It is the sound of the ocean breathing through the coral. This forest is endless. As far as you can see, the pink fans stretch out into the deep blue twilight. The repetition of the shapes is soothing to your mind. There are no sharp edges here, no sudden changes. Everything is curved, soft, and slow. You find yourself counting the fans as you float by. 1 fan, drifting past. 2 fans, drifting past. 3 fans. Deeper down. As you float deeper into the forest, you notice that the water is filled with sea, snow, tiny, white flakes of organic matter drifting down from the surface. It looks exactly like a gentle snowfall. On a quiet winter night, you watch one flake falling slowly, twisting and turning in the water. It takes a long time to fall. You watch another and another. The slow downward movement of the snow pulls your mind down with it. You are falling gently with the snow, settling onto the soft ocean floor. You come to rest in a clearing of soft white sand in the middle of the forest. Here, you discover a bed of giant green sea moss. It is thick, plush, and incredibly soft, like the finest velvet cushion. You sink into it. The moss shapes itself around your body, holding you securely. You feel the coolness of the plants against your skin, soothing any remaining heat or restlessness in your body. Lying here, looking up through the swaying pink fans, you see the faint, filtered light of the moon penetrating the deep water. It creates dancing beams of light that sway back and forth across your face. These light beams are hypnotic. They move left, then right, left, then right. Your eyes may be closed, but your mind can still see this gentle rhythm. It rooks you. It cradles you. You are so deep now that you have forgotten what the surface world looks like. You have forgotten the names of your worries. You have forgotten the list of things you need to do. Those things belong to a different world, a world that is miles and miles away. Here, in the whispering coral forest, there is only the sway of the fans and the drift of the snow. The water pressure here acts like a heavy, comforting hug that never ends. It squeezes the tension out of your shoulders. It squeezes the restlessness out of your legs. You feel completely pinned down by comfort. You are anchored to the bottom of the sea, safe from the storms, safe from the noise. Allow yourself to become one with the moss. Allow yourself to become one with the sand. You are not a visitor anymore. You are a part of the landscape. Silent, still, eternal. The whisper of the coral gets softer and softer, fading into a white noise that sounds like she. The lights above get dimmer and dimmer. The snow falls slower and slower. Everything is stopping. Everything is pausing. Everything is sleeping. The journey through the coral forest is coming to an end now. The gentle current that has carried you so far begins to slow down, slower and slower, until it comes to a complete standstill. You have arrived at the very bottom of the world, the quietest place in the entire universe. There is nowhere left to go. There is nothing left to see. The adventure is over, and the time for pure rest has begun. The faint light from the surface has finally faded away completely. You are now wrapped in a blanket of warm, comforting darkness. It is not a lonely darkness. It is a peaceful one, like closing your eyes after a long, sunny day. It feels like a soft velvet cloth has been gently placed over your mind, shutting out all the images, all the colors and all the noise. You are floating in the void of peace. In this deep place, you are no longer a person with a name or a history. You are simply a point of peaceful awareness. You feel a sensation of total release. It is the feeling of untying a tight knot. Your muscles untie, your thoughts untie, your emotions untie. Everything drifts away into the dark water, dissolving like salt. You are light. You are empty. You are free. Imagine that the water around you is made of liquid sleep. It seeps into your pores. It fills your mind. It weighs down your eyelids with a sweet, irresistible heaviness. You could not open your eyes now if you tried, and you have no desire to try. The pull of sleep is stronger than gravity. It is pulling you down, down into the deepest layer of the mattress of the sea. Listen to the final sound of the ocean. It is no longer a hum or a wave. It is a silence so deep it rings softly in your ears. It is the sound of your own soul resting. The princess of the deep blue is sleeping. The whales are sleeping. The coral is sleeping. The whole world has turned off its lights. You are safe here. You are hidden here. You can stay here for as long as you need. The ocean will hold you all night long, rocking you gently in the cradle of the deep. Let these final words float through your mind like bubbles. I am safe. I am still. I am deep. I am asleep. I am safe. I am still. I am deep. Asleep. Drift away now. Float into the nothingness. Sink into the quiet. Going. 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 Gone. Gone. Sleep. Sleep. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your night. May you find deep peace and restful sleep. Wishing you the sweetest dreams. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.